Here. Happy New Year. Thank you. First of all, Wendy, you mentioned the chalets, and I believe that the construction is going to be done by our students in Grand Blanc. We have a class there called Constructions and Trades, and they will actually be the ones building those chalets. So we're excited to partner with the city on that. Just a couple things from the schools. We had 2 weeks off. I think it helped get some of the crud out of the building and some of the sicknesses. Sorry that we're back in your home, but the schools are cleaned, and the cold and that virus that was going around, we're back, and kids are feeling well, and staff is also. January is Board Appreciation Month, so if you happen to know a board member in Grand Blanc, or if you live in another community, it would be a great time to reach out to them. Roughly each year, a board member will put in about 7,000 volunteer hours of service in our communities. So I just want to give a shout out to our board members. We have President James Avery, Vice President Curtis Jablonski, whose brother I believe owns the location that we're in right here. Our treasurer is Jay Hoffman. Our secretary is Meredith Anderson. And then we have trustees Sue Kish, Yasmin Youngs, and Marty Ray. So if you happen to know any of those people, they live in our community, a lot of service for the school district. Great, great people. Also, Barb, you sit out there quietly all the time. I know the holidays are over. This year, Barb Smith with Fish, they were able to service 160 families and 600 individuals in the community here in Grand Blanc. So Barb, thank you so much. I think I saw Tim Sneller. Is Tim out there, or did he leave? Oh, Tim's out there. Tim, you did it to us. Lame duck this year. I don't know if anyone has heard. Lame duck session this year, as you know, is just over a 2-week period of time in December. 23 new bills were passed that impact education. I'm not supposed to be political as a superintendent of a school district, so Marty crossed this part out. But I was amazed that in 2 weeks they were able to pass 23 things that didn't get done over a 2-year period of time. Kind of shocking, but I will tell you, Tim has been a big supporter of schools. We will work through those things. The good news on those bills, I believe about 7 or 8 of those all deal with school safety issues. So that is good news for us. The chief, as a matter of fact, we were speaking this morning, and that will have a positive impact on us. But crazy time, 2.5 weeks, all that stuff that took place. Lastly, I want to mention, I think I've mentioned this before, just a reminder, May 7th in Grand Blanc, we will have a special election. It is for the renewal of our sinking fund in Grand Blanc. The sinking fund, you may have seen some signs when you drive through the school district that says project funded by sinking fund. It's a renewal, so not a new tax, but it does things like parking lots, roofs, boilers, security, things like that. It pays for things like that. So it's a renewal. This community actually started that sinking fund in 1975. You approved it back in 1975, and they've approved it every 5 years since that time. So a big election coming for us on May 7th. Again, a renewal. So we certainly hope we have your support for that. So other than that, welcome back. Happy New Year, and it promises to be a good 2019. Thank you.
But anyways, our DDA's been very active. We've had 2 meetings so far, and it's centered around kind of that area of Holly, Baldwin Road, and extending away from that Genesis property, what have you. And right now we're in the midst of our plan approval, which is a pretty exhaustive plan. Everything from mobility issues to where we want the traffic to go, how semi-trucks, if that area grows, how they're going to be handled, technology, marketing, all those types of things. So it's a very exhaustive plan. We have to put together a plan that we look out, at least 20 years and try and incorporate into that plan anything that could come our way that might be an opportunity. If it's not in the plan, we can't incorporate that later. And so we've got a great board, and we're going to see some great progress there. We also are starting an activities committee. We had our tree lighting, which just turned out to be a tremendous success. I think we had about 2,000 people there, we estimate, and probably turned away another 1,000 people. And our events committee, that event was put on with a handful of people, and thanks to Parks and Rec and their staff, but Megan Gilman in our office, as well as a few others in our office. But the thing turned out to be fabulous. We need more volunteers to help with events if we're going to have that kind of turnout, which is just phenomenal. So that's all I have, and Happy New Year. Thank you.
It's been a while since I've been here, been out of town a lot on the first Fridays, so good to be back. want to start out by thanking the Grand Blanc View for once again partnering with us on our winter-spring brochures. This is not the front page, but there are some out on the table as you walk in. If you need one, want to hang on to it because it does have our spring programs as well, or we have a bunch at the office too. Our basketball and volleyball have started, but swimming starts tomorrow. We still have a little bit of room. The pool was down for a couple months, but it's back up and running thanks to Grand Blanc Schools. And so we have a few spots in those lessons that are available, so if you want to sign up, you can. We have a bunch of community ed programs. We've got a lot of karate, aqua aerobics, and we're doing a thing now where we're kind of doing 2 sessions. So there's a session that starts now for water aerobics and karate, and then there's one that will start again in about 6 weeks. We have our daddy-daughter dance that's coming up on February 6th. That'll be at Holy Family. We had the Hard Times Party. Those letters for requesting donations went out yesterday, so you might be looking for that in the mail, and we'd appreciate anybody who wants to donate to us on that. Tickets go on sale on Tuesday, January 22nd for the Hard Times Party, and the date is March 9th. So get your tickets and come. It's always a good time. Thanks.
As I'm not able to speak as loud as Kay this morning, we are working on our 3rd year of our events committee. So beginning this month, we'll be working on the Food Truck Festival, our concerts in the park, and also our Festival of Lights again. We also will be introducing more events in the downtown area. This will be our 2nd year of our beautification committee. And so we work with a great group of ladies that do many of our gardens in the downtown area. We also will be bringing this year a splash pad and also an ice rink into our Physicians Park. We're finishing up the engineering and also working on the site plan and design for that as well. We also are working on our chalets in the downtown area. We received 6 applications, which is very exciting because we have 6 chalets to fill. And these will be little micro businesses. So, and also in connection with those chalets, we'll be working with our beautification committee to do gardens in that downtown, in that chalet area. We'll also be working on finishing up our economic development strategy through our redevelopment ready communities. And we're beginning working those objectives as well. And that's all I have.
All right, fantastic.